Midweek insights on a Wednesday here at the 1 Degree Outside Weather Network. Meteorologist Matt Noyes. Coming up in this video, we'll talk about the building fire spread danger that's around New England here in the coming days. A few possible showers Thursday and Friday. Most of the raindrops appear to be focused on Saturday, but we'll talk about how that'll affect the weekend. And improvement comes in for most of us on Sunday. Meanwhile, a big thanks to our 1 Degree Outside champions, O'Brien's Garden Center, in the full swing of things here in planting season in Danvers, Massachusetts. If you live anywhere near the North Shore, please keep O'Brien's in mind. We are so thankful to our 1 Degree Outside champions, our small businesses that serve as monthly sponsors here and really play a very important role in what we bring to you. Gate City Reflexology and Massage in Nashua, New Hampshire, one of our longest running 1 Degree Outside champions. So thank you to you as well. And a lot of good holistic body health and therapy there. All right, meanwhile, fire, smoke across the Northeast. Fire in Northwest Connecticut and Litchfield County, out in Northeast Pennsylvania. Most of it's been down in New Jersey. Heard from Art, who wrote in and said his sister is down in the middle of all this in Ocean Township, and that it's been scary. There have been portions of the Garden State Parkway that are closed. That happens from time to time each year when we get these brush fires, but also evacuation orders that have been in place down that way. Notice here at home today, we've got an elevated brush fire spread. It goes down as you get to the overnight, and then during the course of the day on Thursday, it comes back again. Maybe not quite like today, but you see areas that are elevated brush fire spread around the Merrimack Valley. When you get around Fryeburg, Maine, portions of the South Shore just away from the coast and the lower Connecticut River Valley as well. So again, this is a product of the recent dry conditions and the fact that there's no leaves on the trees, so there's no shade, and the sun just shines directly onto the old brush from last year and dries it out fast. The weather part of it, we talked about in pattern predictions yesterday, but basically a split flow in the jet stream, a feed of northern disturbances that are moisture starved, and a lot of the deeper moisture from the southern stream stays down south because the jet stream is split. You can see that on the water vapor imagery as well, can't you? The white, the green representing the moisture, the yellow, the drier air, and there we are in the split. We certainly have been in the split over the past 24 hours. We will continue to be in the coming 48 hours. If you plot out the precipitation in the next 2 days, you can definitely see that split flow that sets up, and a lot of the Northeast, the Mid-Atlantic, is stuck squarely in the middle. You will see a couple of showers in northern New England. We'll get to that here in just a moment. It's not going to be a big deal Thursday and Friday. Generally, we're going to watch to close the gap in terms of rainfall as we get to Friday and Saturday here at home is when that arrives. It'll be a slug of rain Saturday, though it may not be nonstop during the day. Let's go ahead and get into it. First of all, we'll start out with the next couple of days just so you have those. They're nice and pleasant for the most part. An isolated shower on Thursday is a possibility in northern New England in particular. Frankly, there could be an isolated one as far south as the Mass Turnpike, and we'll get to that in just a second. But temperatures in the 70s, the exception on the Cape, you'll be in the 50s on the coast of Maine, and a lot of our coastlines have been seeing the sea breezes kick in. They make a difference. Thursday night, no chance of frost to worry about across New England. Friday, many of us are able to warm up 75 to 80. Yet again, though, if you're near the coastline, that cold ocean this time of year makes a big, big difference when the sea breeze kicks up. Friday night, we get increasing clouds, couple of showers here and there, and then a slug of rain that comes in Saturday. The chance of rain on Saturday is very high. I mean, it's nearly 100% chance. So it's going to rain Saturday. I think the thing that we still have some wiggle room on is how it all gets timed out. How much is it going to rain? Very consistent signals for southern New England that you're probably somewhere around 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch of rain. The signals in northern New England have come down a little bit from yesterday. It looked like 1 inch to maybe 2, and now it looks like either side of an inch. So not quite as focused, not quite as heavy across the North Country as we get into the upcoming weekend. But if we go kind of bit by bit, here's what I mean about Thursday, that chance of an isolated shower, even down to the Mass Turnpike. You're right on the backside of high pressure. Now, for the most part, dry air holds in southern New England, but there may be a sprinkle in the midday to early afternoon north of the Pike, and there's more likely to be an isolated shower in northern New England as the warmer air starts to come in. Then you get a disturbance that comes in on Thursday, late day and evening, and that raises the chance of scattered showers in northern New England in the latter part of Thursday into Thursday evening. Again, a lesser chance in northern Massachusetts. We get into Friday, and a front that starts to come down over New England as a cold front stalls out. When it does, it gets ready to turn around. Notice on Friday morning, there's a lot of clouds around with that frontal boundary, and by Friday midday, you might get, again, a couple of scattered showers into western, central, or northern New England, or a sprinkle in southern New England. Doesn't look to be that big of a deal. Nonetheless, there may be a couple around, particularly the farther north you are. It looks like Saturday morning, you get a slug of rain that'll be coming in for us here. Now, here's what may happen on Saturday. If we can get in what we call the warm sector, if you're sandwiched between the warm front and the cold front, then for a period of hours, right now it looks like maybe between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m., you might get a bit of a break where there's more like isolated showers in southern and eastern New England. I wouldn't hang my hat on it, right? It certainly is a disturbed look to the map. But what I'm saying is it may not pour or rain steadily the entirety of the day. You may get a period of at least a few hours that show up late morning to mid-afternoon, or you get a little bit of a break in the action. Either way, it rains again Saturday evening and night. And by Sunday, there might be some leftover showers wrapping into the mountains. I think most of us have drier air that are moving in at that point. It is not a cold rain on Saturday. And again, as I mentioned, if you can get the break in the action, then you certainly get 65 or better. You might be able to hit 70 if you were to get a long enough break in the action. That would be mostly, as you can even see here, in southern and eastern parts of New England. The farther north you go, the cooler it is, and the rainier, by the way, that is, because it's less likely you get squarely into that warm sector. Saturday night, we start to sweep everything through in terms of the cooler air coming in. Don't think there'll be a frost Saturday night. It's not impossible in northern New England. I think there's too many clouds and too much ambient moisture in the atmosphere. Sunday, we come up to about 60 or a little bit better than that. Again, drying out for the most part. Some showers, though, still may be wrapping into the mountains. And then Sunday night, there may be a little bit of an elevated chance for frost, particularly in the valleys of northern New England with some drier air that works in. You can check out the 14-day forecast or, of course, any of our latest videos on our app, 1 Degree Outside Weather, on the App Store and Google Play. That's how it looks for now, but we will always see you with updates as we bring them to you at onedegreeoutside.com and home screen of the app. Make it a great day.